It was 4:03 a.m. when my phone buzzed on the nightstand. Half awake, I reached for it, eyes squinting against the harsh glow. I made a mistake. Please don't hate me. That was all it said. No greeting. No punctuation. Just 7 words that sliced through the haze of sleep like a blade. At first, I thought it was a dream, or maybe she'd texted the wrong person. But then the weight hit me. Cold, heavy dread pooling deep in my stomach as I sat upright. My wife, Emma, wasn't home. She'd told me she was staying at her friend Jess's place for a girls' night. That wasn't unusual. They'd been inseparable since college. I trusted her, or at least I thought I did. The message stayed on my screen, burning in the dark. The 3 little dots appeared, then vanished. I waited, staring. A full minute passed before I managed to type back. What do you mean? No answer. Then I heard something outside, faint at first, then louder, an engine idling, tires screeching away, and then pounding at the front door. Liam! Her voice frantic. Liam, open the door, please. I stumbled out of bed, heart pounding, as I flipped on the hallway light. Through the peephole, I saw her, hair tangled, makeup smeared, eyes wide and wet with panic. I opened the door slowly. She stumbled inside, trembling. Liam, I'm sorry. Please, just let me explain before you. I stepped back, letting her talk, watching her scramble for words. She was still in last night's outfit, a tight black dress I'd never seen before, heels in her hand, mascara streaking her cheeks. Emma, I said quietly, where have you been? She swallowed. I told you at Jess's. Jess called earlier. I cut her off, said you left around 11. Her face went pale. The silence between us was thick, suffocating. Who were you with? Her mouth opened, then closed again. She couldn't look at me. The truth was already there, in the tremor of her hands, the quick rise and fall of her chest, the tears that wouldn't fall. Please, Liam, she whispered. I didn't mean for this to happen. I swear I didn't. I took a step back, pulse hammering. Didn't mean for what to happen. That was when she broke. Her knees gave out, and she collapsed, sobbing into her palms. I just stood there, numb, feeling everything and nothing all at once. Was it someone I know? I asked, my voice too calm. She hesitated, then nodded. Who? Her lips trembled. I'm so sorry, she whispered again and again, as if repetition could erase it. Then the name slipped out. Ryan. I blinked. Ryan. She nodded, crying harder. Ryan, my best friend since high school. My best man. The guy who'd helped me rebuild my first car. Who'd stood beside me on my wedding day. Something inside me cracked. Quiet, clean, cold. How long? Just tonight. She rushed out, tripping over her own words. It wasn't planned, Liam. I swear. We were drinking, and I was angry about dinner last week. And he was just there. Stop. My voice was sharp, final. Her words blurred into noise, excuses, fragments, things I didn't want to hear. I walked to the window. Outside, dawn was starting to break. The world kept moving while mine fell apart. Behind me, she was still crying. Please say something, Liam. Please. I turned. Did you sleep with him? She froze. Her silence was my answer. A short, bitter laugh escaped me. One that didn't sound like it belonged to me. You texted me at 4 a.m. to confess? That's what this was. Your sunrise apology. Tears ran down her face. I didn't want to hide it. I wanted you to hear it from me, not someone else. Well, I said, my voice trembling, congratulations. You beat him to it. The clock ticked too loud. Neither of us moved. I still love you, Liam, she whispered. I shook my head. You don't get to say that. Not after tonight. She crawled toward me, clutching my arm. Please don't leave me. We can fix this. I'll do anything. One mistake, I said quietly. One night, one betrayal, one lie. That's all it takes, Emma. I grabbed my keys from the bedroom. I needed air, distance. Anything but this house that reeked of her perfume and guilt. Where are you going? She asked through tears. Anywhere but here. I didn't look back. The cold morning air slapped my face as I sat in the car, staring at the empty passenger seat where she used to sit. Every memory flooded back, her laugh, our first apartment, the way she'd fall asleep on my chest. Now, every one of them felt poisoned. I drove aimlessly for an hour before pulling into the parking lot of the Diner Ryan, and I used to hit every Friday after work. The irony stung. I sat there, staring at the flickering neon sign. I wanted to call him, to scream, to demand an explanation, but what could he possibly say? So I texted him instead. I know. No response. I imagined his phone lighting up beside hers a few hours ago. The two of them tangled in lies. When I got home, the sun was high. The house was silent. Emma sat on the couch, red-eyed, clutching a mug of cold coffee. I thought you weren't coming back, she said quietly. I almost didn't. She nodded like she already knew. I told him it's over, she murmured. He tried to call, but I blocked him. Don't. I interrupted. Don't try to make it noble. You chose him. Her lip quivered. No, Liam, I chose wrong. I stared at her, this woman I'd built my life around. She looked the same, but everything about her felt foreign, like a stranger wearing her skin. What do you want from me? I asked finally. I want you to forgive me, she whispered. I'll go to therapy. I'll do whatever it takes. Just don't give up on us. I exhaled, shaking. You gave up on us the moment you let him touch you. She cried again, but I was past pity. I was empty. I grabbed a duffel bag and began to pack. Liam, please, she said, following me. We can move past this. I can't, I said simply, because every time I look at you, I'll see him. Every word, every touch, it'll all feel like a lie. I zipped the bag shut. The sound was final. Don't leave me like this, she pleaded. You already left me. I said, you just didn't realize it until tonight. Her face crumpled as I walked out. I stayed with my brother for a few days. Emma called, texted, left voicemails that started with tears and ended in silence. I didn't answer. Then Ryan texted, Liam, please, can we talk? I replied, nothing to say. It wasn't supposed to happen, he wrote. We were drunk. So I sent back, when I stood beside you at my wedding. He didn't respond. A week later, Emma sent pages of apologies, memories, promises, regret. She said she couldn't eat, couldn't sleep, that she hated herself. Maybe she did, but that didn't fix anything. I typed one line and sent it back. You should have thought about that before you texted me at 4 a.m. Then I blocked her. It's been 3 months now. The nights are quieter, lonelier, but clean. No lies lingering in the dark. I've started running again, eating right, sleeping through the night without imagining her beside me. Sometimes I still dream of that knock on the door, her voice trembling, begging me to let her in, but I never do, because I learned something in the wreckage. Forgiveness isn't always love. Sometimes it's freedom. And that night, at 4:03 a.m., when she sent that text, she didn't just confess what she'd done. She handed me the key to my escape. The sound of her crying at my door wasn't heartbreak. It was the sound of my old life ending. And for the first time in years, I was finally free.